Okay, so step three, once you have done your market research and you have picked a product, is to set up your site. Now, I am not going to spend too much time on this because there's tons of information out there on how to set up your website, how to set up a squeeze page, how to set up an autoresponder, so on and so forth. And so I'm just going to quickly go through this and give you some tips. Um, the only thing I wanted to let you know is don't spend a whole lot of time on this. Your website does not have to be perfect. Um, just get something out there. Make sure that it's at least half decent looking, and you can pretty much blow through this part very quickly. So the one thing that I recommend when setting up your site is always set up a squeeze page on the front end. The mistake that I made when I first got started was I just had a sales page out there that people could go to and buy something immediately. Now that did convert to a certain extent, but it was only after I set up a squeeze page on the front end. And basically, a squeeze page for those who don't know what I'm talking about is just a very simple short page that asks for your name and email address, or just your email address, in exchange for something for free. You basically give them a free guide, or sign them up to a free newsletter or something, um, in return for their email address. So always set up a squeeze page and sell on the back end. And in conjunction with the squeeze page, make sure you have some kind of autoresponder in there, with at least 10 to 12 different messages that can essentially pre-sell your actual product. um, I recommend Aweber. I've tested pretty much most of the other autoresponders in the market. I'm extremely happy with Aweber and the deliverability rate, and the pricing. So definitely check out Aweber. And there's a link to Aweber in the resources guide, so you can use that and sign up. Now, the most important advice that I can give you is never try to go for a direct sale. It's very, very difficult to pull off unless you already, have an established presence, or you have some kind of branding. And I guess for most marketers, including myself, um, that's very, very difficult to do. So never go for a direct sale. Set up a squeeze page, like I said, give them something for free, and once you get them signed up, that's when you need to start focusing on selling your product on the back end. So don't just throw up a sales page out there, drive traffic to it, and expect it to convert. It's going to be very hard to pull off. And here's the other reason why you need to have a squeeze page. You need to focus on a successful first transaction. A lot of the top marketers, stress on this point over and over again. When somebody comes to your website, you need to really lower the barrier to entry for them, and have a successful first transaction. And nothing, in my opinion, is easier to do than giving away something for free and asking them to sign up to your mailing list. And once somebody does that, and that's when you can then focus on selling them on the back end. And anyway, I think I've stressed on this point enough. So that's pretty much all I wanted to mention in this particular section.